ancient Romans developed, it was in relation with the main ideas that the ancient Romans developed. It was in relation with the ancient Greek society. In particular, in fact, we have the idea of mythology, that it is really interesting. In fact, for example, we know that Virgil developed the idea of the Aeneas, in particular Aeneas, in particular Aeneas, the main character of this main poem of Virgil. It was a consequence of the War of Troy as mythology. In particular, we know that the poems of Homer, written by Homer, in particular the two poems, the main two poems written by Homer, the Iliad and the Odyssey, develop a specific type of war as called the War of Troy. And this war developed a specific type of conflict between the Greeks and the Trojan people. And this war was a conflict that we know that in the end the Greeks won this conflict. And in the end, Aeneas, the main character of Virgil, succeeded to escape from this city, arriving to the coast of Latium, or the coast of Italy, of the center of Italy, and founded in this land the city of Rome. And we know that the connection between cause and consequences developed by Virgil in relation with the Homer poems arrived to create a new type of city as a new type of Troy. This is interesting because if we connect the actions of Achilles and the judgment of Parides, in fact, Parides chose as the beautiful goddesses between Hera, Aphrodite, and Athena. Aphrodite promised to Parides, the beautiful woman, as the beautiful woman that one day could love this man. We know that Helen of Troy arrived to, or Helen of Sparta technically, arrived to love Parides, and in the end Parides took her from Sparta, in particular from the king of Sparta, Menelaus, the brother of Agamemnon. And we know that there was a deal between Agamemnon and Menelaus and the other kings of the ancient Greek, for example, Achilles and also Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, to develop a war against the Trojans. And we know that Aeneas developed this type of Virgil developed this type of history in relation with the mythology or the epic to develop a specific type of connection with the Greek mythology and the Greek epic as the War of Troy. We know also that Virgil used this history to justify the kingdom or the ruling of Octavian Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. And this is also another type of topic really interesting that we can consider as the justification of power. But at the same time, we know that another type of topic as Cicero, it was in relation with Plato, the philosophy of Plato, as the Orphism, because according to Plato, the soul is the perfection and is immortal instead of a body, contrary of a body. The body, it was mortal, it is mortal according to Plato, the soul is immortal. Cicero tried to rethink this idea in relation with the Stoicism as the private life, as the Stoic idea of philosophy. In fact, after the death of Alexander the Great, there was born a specific type of philosophy, much more interest on the private life, as the private life that wanted to consider differently the public life as a specific type of idea of individual that stays away from the public life. And this is also really important because there was an important debate developed by Cicero, but also by Seneca, as the different type of life between the private life and the public life, as the consequence of the end of as a consequence of Hellenistic period, with the end of the city-state as the main political type of idea. And this is also really interesting. Bye.